I remembered that I haven't done the Churndash square from last month. I don't know what issue it's out of. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, I haven't done this one. So I thought, oh, I better do it. But because Margaret and I had a conversation about her hating triangles, I thought, and I had trouble cutting out the old maid's one. So I was looking at all kinds of alternatives. And then I remembered, and I know I got one of these because I did a big thing with lots of these. So, Sizzix die cut, yeah? That's a 4.5 inch half square triangle, which is what we need. I'm like, yeah, yay, 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 yay. So what's this, marker? So I put the fabric that we need. Oh, just a minute. I gotta go and find something. Right, so I found it. I need boards to go with this. This is an e-bosser. They don't make them anymore, but Crafter's Companion do make a Gemini, but you have to make sure you get the right one because they do a Gemini small one and it's like. But what you want is the Crafter's Companion Gemini that takes all kinds of different thicknesses of boards, so that you can use Sizzix if you're into it. You could use Sizzix cutters and you can use Go cutters and put it all through the same machine. So this is double folded on here, on there. This is how we go, Margaret. She hates triangles, she hates cutting triangles. I hate cutting half square triangles because, you know, there's all this 3/8, 7/8 and all that rubbish. Well, of course I normally do it by hand, but because I have so much trouble, I thought, you know what? I found this out, and I thought, oh, yippee-doo. Now, in the same manner as I always do, I best press my triangles, but there we go. As easy as that, Margaret. Four perfectly cut, four, and there's me scrap. Oh, it's lovely. She's going to go bloody nuts now. Anyway, so that's using the embosser. According to my instructions, which comes from a program that works it all out for you, 3 5/16. Now, 5/16, well, that's 3 1/4. That'll be 4/16. That's 3 1/4, and add a 16th. So I am just sliding this ruler has got an 1/8 marked on it. So halfway, between the 1/8, I know it doesn't sound a lot, but it can make all the difference. Halfway between my 0 line and my 1/8 line. Yeah. Oh, I can't do 3. Three and 5/16. That's 3 1/4, isn't it? Right, I need to. Right, with this ruler, I can turn it round. Now, I'm putting it back on. I can do 3 1/4 with this ruler, but I need to give it a 16th extra on this side, which I've done. Right, so cutting it on 3 1/4. I am right, aren't I? 3 5/16, 3 4/16. Yeah. So I am. They've given us an awful lot of material here. I've got to double think this. They've given us quite a big bit of material, but according to me, yeah, it all looks right. According to me, it's 3 5/16. Well, 5/16 is 8/16 of my half. Yeah. So I am right in thinking that's 3 1/4. So, oh, Lord help me if I'm wrong. but they seem to have given us an awful lot of material here. So I'm just going to do that again. Give myself a 16th. Line it up. Give myself. I know what I did wrong. Flipping out. When you turn the ruler around, it's a different size, isn't it? Oh, Lordy Moses, I ain't got enough. My knot line is over here. Sopping. Well, I'll fix it. I'll fix the damn thing. Right, so there's my knot. I wasn't looking. There's my knot line. There's my extra 16th. Now I'm doing 3 1/4. Right? But that square that I want is a tad. Can I chuck some on? No, that's not big enough. This is big enough. Right. So let's find the best way of doing it. That's the best way. Oh, look, it does match. It won't match though because I'm going to do a seam in it. So what I'm going to do for a minute, as I've mocked that up, I am going to go and stitch that back together. This is what you have to do when you make a mock up. Right, so I mucked up cutting that. So I put my knot line. Oh, here's my bottom line. But I have to come down because I need my cut to start about there. I'm giving myself my extra 16th. And now I've got it right. I joined it now. Now I'm doing my 3 3/4 line. 3 1/4 line. Christ, Jack. Turn it round. Double check it. Yep. Happy with that. 3 1/4. There. Now I got the right size, and you know, again, yes, I have to get, yeah, look, I have to go and join it again, but to be honest, I've done it. It's okay. That's fine. It'll work. I like, you know, there are lots of times when I do these sort of things where I think, well, no, actually, it's a good job to see it, because if you do it as well, then you can think, oh, but you know how to fix it. I mean, I could have said, oh, it wasn't big enough, thrown it in the bin and put a different material in, but I fixed it. No one's going to know that. Trust me, no one, apart from the people I've just told, are going to know that. So the next thing we need to do are the 4 patches, which are crikey Moses, 4 patches that are polygons, aren't they? Oh, let me figure this one out. I just reminded myself where we got to last night. Where did we get to? We got to the bit where we want 4 of these, what would you call them? Trapezoids or whatever. Now, 4. It's going to have to go along the long bit, isn't it? So I've just, let me turn the light on. This will get brighter in a minute. Right, I have just uploaded, we've done all the others, but I've just uploaded the template file because I need it for figuring out how to cut this on the limited amount of material that we've got. So I've just printed out my copy, and you can find this now in the files section. It's issue 54, Churndash Square Imperial template, yeah? template. Right, so there's my template. So let's go back. I wasn't sure how we were going to do this. Ah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Right. If I put that, yeah, see, and if I do it that way, hang on, if I do it that way, oh, I got enough to do. No, I haven't. It's going to come out the opposite way, isn't it? Let's not do that, Jack. Let's not be silly. Let's do it one at a time. Because otherwise... or is that... Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. It can go either way. Right. Yeah, back. Use your head. Not your boots. Right. Pin. Drop a pin on. I don't like using pins because you can see it distorts the fabric, but I am. Right, so yeah, quite a short. I'm going to get another one out of there. So having figured out that the access to this actually is mirrored, it doesn't matter if I cut it out two at a time. Of course, you should use a ruler and everything, you know, you should do. So, yeah, they're going to be fancy. Worrying about nothing. Right. And again with this bit. Pin it. So what are they? Are they rhomboids? Are they trapezoids? What are they? Very awkward, that's what they are. Right, not easy to cut when the material's stiff. Okay, now, so get rid of that, but I did need a template just for that bit. So we've got 4 of these. What are you doing, Jack? What are you doing? Have you cocked up, you silly bossy? You have cocked up. Sometimes. Always keep fabric spares, because you never know. Which two would I say was right? These two. You never know when you're going to cock up. So can I get 2 out of here? Yeah. Right. Plan B. Lost me pin. As I say, every time you go through the front door, because I've got a Ring camera on the front door, Alexa, which is part of, did it again. Because I say a name, I can't say a name, but you know what I mean, that robot-y thing that you chat to. Yeah? And I am using a fire pad. That when you go through the door, it says, there is movement at the front door. It stops my video, bless him. Are these the right way now? Yeah. Oh, thank God for that. So sometimes when my video shoots off and stops, it's because he's gone out the front door, or come in the front door, whichever way. So, just going around my shapy poos. I'm pretty steady, yeah, because practice. You need to use a ruler. I don't want any excuses from you lot. Use a ruler. Right. So having cockadockled, I'll probably find I haven't got a bit for another square in a minute, but never mind. At least this one is right now. I got 4 bits. Right, let's put that there. I don't need those bits, do need these bits. So now, I already cocked up the middle, didn't I? I wasn't at this is not a good square for me, but I've made it right. I got the 4 little triangles, I got the 4 rhomboids or trapezoids, or whatever you like to call them, and I got the 4.5 inch half square triangles. Right, so these are going to make a 2.5 inch. That's 2.5. This will make a 2. That will be 2.5 inch wide. You wait and see. And then we've got, this is an odd shaped square for the middle because it's set on point. And because it's set on point, it's slightly different. If you cut it that way, 3.5 inches is no good. When you want it set on point, it has to be 3 5/16 to get it. It just has to be because it's set on point. All right. So now, let's take all this over to the sewing machine and figure out. I'll take my pen with me. I will want that. Take my Churndash square page with me so I can see my picture of what I'm doing. Right, turn the machine on. Wakey wakey. Churndash square. That's what we're making. Friction pen, just in case. Now, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to do it as if it was... How am I going to do it? How do they say? Oh, they say do the middle. Oh, all right. I'm going to do it like that. So they say do the middle. So let's do as they say. So they're saying take your square. Now I think I'll have my bad bit at the top. Right. Take my square and that's got to fit on there. Yeah? Not quite long enough to fit on there, to be honest. Because I want 1/4 inch anyway for that end, don't I? So hang on. No, they're saying put it in the middle. No, why do they say? Oh, they're saying do it like that. Right? Okay. Well, all right. I'll go with them. Let's see if they're right. If they're not right, they'll be able to play. So, fixing my bit of material, matching this. If I'm doing it sideways, yeah, matching the bottom corner, and as they say, a bit protruding out. Yeah, not convinced. Now, what? Big mistake. Big mistake. Whip those stitches out. Oh, can't see. Stitch ripper. Because I was thinking, oh well, yeah, you know, my 1/4 foot's on. I was doing the whatchamacallit, Old Maid's puzzle yesterday. You know, we're all a go-go, but we're not, because having turned my machine off overnight, I gotta go and tell it that we're using a 1/4 inch foot. Silly Billy me. Right, okay. And I want it to get right over, because I know that, and I measured it yesterday, that's where I wanted it. Right, everything else is good. Right, take 2. Put it under my foot. I'm not having a good day. Yesterday went swimmingly, didn't it? Today, nada so good. But I moved the camera. Oh, this is not even hot yet. Well, it's hottish. So that you can see me ironing. Because I thought yesterday Right, I got one in. I had a few problems with it. And I didn't know, unbeknownst to me, my camera had turned off. So, good job, really. Anyway, now we're going to do the other, we could do it again. Right, so, matching up my seam, but this time, if you've drawn a 1/4 inch line, then follow that, yeah? I haven't done mine, but basically I only want to do it like that because then I can see where to stop. So I got quite a big overlap here, so I might just, you know me, I'm as fussy as old boots, so I might just nick a couple of stitches, yeah, pull it apart, because I can always put a couple of stitches back in. Which one did I write on? This one. Right, so where those two cross, and I'm bringing it down a little bit, I am putting it on, matching that end, yeah, putting it under the machine, okay, I'm sewing. You would be sewing on your, I keep them apart, on your dotted line, on your drawn line, and then where the two intersect, stop and do a couple of stitches backwards to lock it. Okay, so you see what I did? I came down and I did a couple of stitches backwards, then twisting it around, twisting the night away. Well, I can't sing. Right, twisting it around, keeping everything out the bloody way. I am gonna match up this end, and if I do it this way, match up this end, yeah, and then jiggle it down. Oh, I'm going to put a pin in this because this is awkward. Stay there, you son. Right. Jiggling it around. So I am making sure that material is out of the way. Yeah. Putting it under my needle. And so that crosshairs of that 1/4 inch bit, and I'm going to drop my, yeah, I'm right on it, so now I can drop my thing down, and then I'm going to do a couple of stitches, back, and then carry down my, take my pin out, carry down my 1/4 inch line. Now, see what the bloody hell this looks like. Peel it back. See, it's in. It doesn't want to sit too well. See how there's like a bit of a pull. I do not like white seams. These are white seams. I do not like white seams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten out all the stitching underneath so that the triangle lies flat, and I am going to hit it. Oops, hit it with steam. Yep. It's in. okay, is in. I know, and you know, I really am not happy. I should have done it my own way, but anyway, carrying on. Let's do the same with this. Oh, my pen doesn't want to work now. I am just drawing my 1/4 inch V at the bottom, so I know what I'm working with. This one will probably go in better. It's got to go in like that, so flip it that way. Match up the top. Get that piece out of the way. Go away. What? Oh. What? It slipped down. Right, this is a fiddly willies, isn't it? Right. Will you sort your life out? If it goes like that, right. Matching up my end, bringing it down. I'm going to put a pin in to hold it, and I want to make sure that that other bit stays out my damn way. Okay, so yet again we're just going to sew the 1/4 inch down, and where that V I drew, stop it and go back a couple of stitches to seal it off. Right, so I've just sewed down to there. Take my pin out, then we got to wrangle with it. You know, the best thing I think you should do is fold your damn, no, even that won't work. So the next thing we got to do is make it fit on this corner. Oh, this is getting easier. Oh, I'm getting better at it. Right. This one is sitting much prettier. Okay, so starting at the V, nope, back up, that's not the V, starting at the V, couple forward, couple back, and out to the end. Now I don't know, but I just felt that that went in an awful lot better. Yeah, it's sitting nicer. Oh, success. It's not, I hate them, it's not perfect, but success. Okay. So there's that one in. Last one, and I hope you can see this, I'm just drawing my 1/4 inch into the V. Yeah. All sorts going on here, and I want that out the flipping way, right? So I'm going to be challenged. That could go like that, yeah. So that's got to fix onto there. Yep. That comes down to there. Yep. Pop my pin in. Yep. And keep this bit out of the flaming way while I sew down to my V. Oh, I think I'm winning. Move my pin down to my V. One more stitch. Stop. Back it up. Now, I'm not going to win any prizes for this, I know. untangle that corner now. Yeah. Then twisting it around and pulling out all those bits of that corner. Try and get it to lie flat. That's the difficult bit now. Yeah. There. Turning that corner. Let's do it from this way. I want that bit. I want that to stay out of the way. And I want this to twist around. This is fiddly. In fact, what I'll do is I think I'll get a damn pin in. Oops. I touched the machine then. I'll get a damn pin in. Ooh! To hold a bit of it while I fiddle about with this other corner to try and get, and this is what causes the rucks, is if you don't get this inside corner to fit. I'll take my pin out again. If I can't get this inside corner to lie flat, all I wanted to do is just go like that. Am I getting it? Am I getting it? Am I? I think I got it, you know. I think I've got it. Yep. Well, so far, 1 out of 4 went in all right. I don't know. I think if I pull that straight, I think I got it. Right. So from the V, needle down on the V, few stitches. Doesn't even want to go bloody forward now, hang on. I'm just helping it by lifting it slightly. Few stitches forward, few stitches back. Come on. Yeah, I had to help it by lifting the foot a teeny bit. Right. Oh, making sure that at least this end lines up. Oh, it's in. It's in. Press it. Make sure the pink triangle is flat with the seams out. Yeah. Hit it with some steam. Hit it with a candy stick. Hit it faster and hit me quick. Right. Hit me. Right. Oh. Oh. Well. That was a fight, wasn't it? It's in, but that was a fight, and that does not look square to me. The last thing I've got to do now is to put on these 4.5 inch half square triangles, which are going to go, yeah, along the square bits, yeah. Yeah, say ça, like that. But I'm not convinced that that's square. So I'm going to go and take it back over to my table, and I don't like the puckers in it, but when I eventually stitch this in, I'll make sure there aren't any puckers. I am just going to go and square this up and before I come back to attach that, and I'll show you how I do it right now. I'll take you with me. Come with me. Do 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 do. Don't look at my door. Look at my mat. Yeah, look at my mat. Right. So that's what we've just done. Right. So this is what we've just done. And I just want to square it up. So I'm looking at, I'm taking that as being the best right angle. I'm going to turn it sideways because that looks wonky to me. Yep. Yep. Well, there's hardly anything in it. Where's my... No, actually, it's 6 inch. It's a 6 inch square. I'm barely cutting anything off, but I got bits that look wonked to me. Yeah. I see. I see. Right, so I am just actually going around it all the way round. Probably end up with nothing. Oops. But I am only titchy bits. Well, you know, I am a fuss pot with my own stuff. I always think everybody else's looks gorgeous, but I think they're right. There, that looks more of a square. I know I hardly took anything off, and you wouldn't bother, really. You wouldn't bother, but I do, because that's me in it. Right, back over to our. Oh. Now, this should be, we are still recording, yeah, this should be the very easiest piece now. Oh, after all that, right, here's my inside square, here's an outside square. I am literally going to line it up on the outside, but I am going to make sure that that point is more or less pointing in the middle of my square. Yeah, and then easy peasy lemon squeezy all the way down. Quarter inch seam over the ironing board and peel it back. Yeah. I always do opposites first, don't ask me why. Right, so bringing that up level with the top, equal, making sure that the point is in the middle of this square, which it is, under the doodah. Oh. Where are you? Just making sure it stays square. That's the place where a lot of beginner sewers, when they sew, it's that very last ½ an inch where the fabric moves that puts out their squared up units that they're putting on. That last ½ inch, it all bloody well moves. Right, so lining that up to the top, is it equal? Yeah. Is it in the centre of my thing? Yeah. Will that do me? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Under my foot. Keeping it against the guard on this 1/4 inch foot. All the way. And making sure that's shrunk up a bit, hasn't it? Let's iron, set the seam, fold it back, or roll it back. Last one. Put my triangle on, make it equal. Is the point pointing to the middle? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And there. Set the seam, roll it back, roll it back. Righty-ho. Well, by hook or by crook, we've got a Churndash square with a offset square in the middle. Okay, somehow we've done it. So the next, there was a test for me, is let's go and see if this is 8.5 inches. I'm trying to bring you over without upsetting the apple cart, which is what I did last time. Okay. So where's my board? 1, 1. Which way up is it? It doesn't matter, does it? 1, 1, 8.5. 1, 1, 8.5. So yeah, nice 8.5 inch square. Take a photograph of that now and pop that up on the site. So that's your Churndash square done.